Welcome back to another episode of Hoot and Poop. So I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video on the introduction of what Upstart is all about. So as I mentioned, the whole video when I recorded it, it's really about 20 over minutes long. It's really too much information to be absorbed on a small little bite-sized video. So I decided to cut into two parts. So today I will continue with the second part of my Upstart video, okay, where I will give you guys an introduction of what Upstart is all about, and when I talk about the personal loan, the auto loan, and the mortgage loans, and where I get all the information and data from. Okay, so I hope you can enjoy this video, and let's go. Now, so this is how it looks like in the personal loan interface. So personal loan includes credit card consolidation, debt consolidation, home improvement loans, medical loans, wedding loans, moving loans, etc. So this is how personal loan is all about. Okay, and of course, this is what it is in the auto loan. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you here. This is how it looks like. Okay, so because Upstart moved into the auto loan, so I need to know. So in order for us to know whether it's true or not, we have to look at the websites to make sure there is this avenue of auto loan for retail for lendees to go into. Okay, moving forward, okay, I will be observing to see whether if there is any mortgage loan page for them, but this is something that I will look into. Okay, now moving on, I need to know, you see, after understanding the three different loans, I need to know whether or not, okay, the total addressable market given, is it true or not true, and whether or not, okay, is it confirmed that the mortgage loan is way higher than auto loan. Although, realistically, I believe it's true, but I'm someone that needs data, needs information to back me up, and also I want to see what's the trend of the loans, whether if the loan is going up or going down. If the loans are going down, then it's kind of a bit redundant for me to look into Upstart, right? So this is something that I found online. Okay, basically, since the first quarter of 2017 all the way until first quarter of 2020, okay, we can see that the average debt per borrower have been increasing from 7,000 all the way to 9,000. Yes, we can throw in factors like the interest rate dropped because of COVID, etc. Perhaps, but if you look at it, right, 2017 to 2019 to 2020, regardless of whatever condition, regardless whether there's COVID, no COVID, whether there's trade war, no trade war, whatever the Fed does or whatsoever, the average debt per borrower increases. So this is something that I want to see. Okay, where did I get this information from? I got this from TransUnion. I will also paste the link below. Okay, so basically TransUnion is not something where it's owned by Upstart. It's basically like from now on, it's a government website. Okay. Now, this is only personal loan, okay, unsecured personal loan. Okay, now moving on to the auto loans, okay, we can see that the average debt per borrower has also been increasing, 18,000, 18.2, 18.5, 18.8, and now it's 19.3. So this also tells me a very supportive, from this, it gives me two trends. Number one, the trend of auto loan is increasing, similar to the personal loan. Number two, the size of auto loans is bigger than personal loan. Now, the third portion, which is mortgage loan, we can see 196, 202, 208, and 213. It is also increasing. So, and this tells me two things as well. Number one, mortgage loan is also increasing, similar to auto loan as well as personal loan. And number two, mortgage loan is way higher than auto loan and personal loan. So this backs up, what the total addressable market at Upstart is talking all about. Okay. Now, before I end the video, I would like to explain a little bit about the credit scores. Okay, so I'm not from the US, so if let's say whatever I'm saying that's not correct, please do let me know in the comments below, and I will rectify them. All right, I'm also learning, so I hope if I do give any wrong information about this credit scores, please let me know. So basically, if I'm not wrong, right, in US, okay, every person have this thing called the credit score, or rather this thing called a CFPB, which is the Consumer Credit Panel. They define this 5 different types of borrower based on their credit score. So if your credit score is less than 580, you are considered as a deep subprime. If your credit score is 580 to 619, it's considered subprime. Then near prime is 620 to 659, prime is 660 to 719, and super prime is 720. So this website, I got it from CNBC. I also share the link below. Okay, I have also another link which I got from Motley Fool. Okay, basically this is TransUnion. They uses this vintage score of 4, and then they classify each risk into also similar subprime, near prime, prime, prime plus, super prime. So it's more or less, you know, similar. It's like these 5 categories, and these are so the 5 categories of each of it have different similar scorings. Okay, so what does it tell you? This tells me that, okay, if you are of a, if you have a different, if you have, let's say you are in the subprime category, okay, the amount of loan you can take, I believe, will be lesser because you are deemed to be more riskier. Perhaps the interest that's being placed on you will be higher, something similar. Okay, and I don't think it's that easily for you to access to loans as compared to the super prime or the prime plus or prime. Okay, so why do I want to talk about this? You know, these different breakdowns of all the credit scores. The reason is because I want to know where Upstart position themselves. You know, are they just catering for the near prime, prime, super prime, or are they catering for everybody, including the deep subprime? So why do I want to know this? Because I want to know that so that I need to know, apart, I really understand the whole industry, rather the industry's total addressable market in terms of personal loan, auto loans, as well as the mortgage loans. I need to, that's for the so-called kind of the macro economy. I need to know in terms of the micro of this whole Upstart thing is that, you know, are they utilizing all the different people, or the different credit score groups in terms of providing these services? So this is what I gather from Upstart. Okay, so this website is for this is a FAQ from Upstart. Is that what is the minimum credit requirements to receive a loan? So Upstart say, right, to the extent that the application has credit score, the application has score of 300 or above on at least one of the consumer report, blah blah blah. So based on what I'm reading now, of course there are still other terms and conditions, but based on what I'm reading now is that, you know, the score of 300. So if I look at it, you know, 300 is subprime. So basically Upstart caters for a whole wide range of spectra in terms of the credit scores. Okay, so this is something that is good because for me, all right, I want to know, I want more. If I say I'm an investor of Upstart, right? I want to have more customers, more landies, more available landies into in using Upstart. Of course, there will be risk. There will be risk of, you know, how risky these different groups are and so on. But if you think about it, right, basically Upstart, if Upstart were to be very transparent with the lenders, and lenders know that, you know, this person I'm lending to is under the subprime category and so on. So it's up to the lenders to kind of carry out their risk assessment to whether or not to conduct this thing or not. So it's more like, it's not like, you know, Upstart forces the lender to lend people from subprime or what. It's not. But basically Upstart just assess all of them, everyone, and give everyone a chance to take loans, because I don't believe in discriminating. So I believe in equality for all people. Of course, different groups have no choice, but you have to, you know, impose certain requirements, restrictions, or interest rates in order to have some safekeepings for the lenders. Is normal, but at least I want to target as many people as possible. Okay, now these are basically the kind of 5 category or further 5 plus point or selling point that Upstart provide. So of course, the first one, which I want to bring attention to, is that we accept borrowers new to credit, because not everyone, you know, have a credit score. So if you are new to it, you know, if you don't have a credit score, Upstart welcomes you. Okay, so this goes in line with whatever I have talked about in this minimum credit score, as well as to show you the different categories of the risk, the credit risk. All right. So of course, they also have been saying that no fast funding for peace of mind. It will definitely be fast because it's asset light. You just need to go in, assess, and the next business day you are able to get your funds. So this is something that is good, quick and easy to apply. Yeah, I don't see any issue. Just go in, fill in the details, and voila, you get your assessment. Okay, then of course, customer support is a must. Okay, and transparency. Yep, this is something I love, transparency, because Upstart need not just to be transparent with the lendees, they also have to be very transparent to the lenders. So basically, transparency is key. Okay, so basically, I've come to the end of my video of Upstart. Okay, moving on, I will talk about other aspects of it, including the management, the financials, but all this I'll try to pace it accordingly and not to load you guys with all the info in one shot. Now, I hope, you know, this gives you a different perspective of how Upstart is all about, my thinking process. When I analyze the company, right, I don't just look at what the earning transcript or what the slides are talk about. I do my own research, okay, to support it. I always love to look at the whole industry, the whole the big picture first before zooming down into the small one. It's the same how I do for Arkit. When I talk about Arkit, I always look at, what is the trend for quantum computing? And when I look at ClearPoint Neuro, I always ask myself, is the ClearPoint Neuro device better than the current one? If so, then it's good, because why? It's helping a lot of patients. So same for Upstart, okay? Well, even though they have a proven technology, I need to know whether are their total addressable market growing. Yes, it has been backed, by charts, okay? And I also want to know whether are they open to everybody, regardless whether how high or how low your credit scores are, which is yes, it has been backed, by all my research. So given so, okay, this makes me very interested to research further for Upstart. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this whole video.